From homeless to successful. Success. For some, it's defined by wealth, fame, or status. But for others, it's about survival, resilience, and the strength to keep going when life pushes you to the brink. This is the story of Jake, a man who went from living on the streets to building a life that few could imagine. Jake grew up in a small town where life was anything but easy. By the time he turned 18, he found himself facing a nightmare no one should experience: homelessness. A series of personal and family struggles left him without a place to live. With no steady income, nowhere to turn, Jake was forced to live on the streets. For 2 long years, Jake wandered. Every night, he searched for a place to sleep: park benches, abandoned buildings, anywhere he could find some safety. Winters were brutal. He'd wrap himself in old blankets, just hoping to survive the cold nights. But even in his darkest moments, Jake held on to one thing: hope. He refused to believe this was his life forever. During the day, Jake would go to the local library. It wasn't just a place to escape the cold, it became his refuge. There, he discovered a world of knowledge: books about business, technology, self development. Jake absorbed everything he could. With nothing more than a tattered notebook, he began sketching out ideas, small dreams, and plans that, at the time, seemed distant. One day, while at the library, Jake overheard a conversation. There was a free coding boot camp designed for people just like him, those who needed a second chance. Without hesitating, Jake signed up. This was his opportunity to learn a skill that could change his future. For months, Jake dedicated himself to the program. Even though he was still homeless, he showed up to every class. Sometimes he walked miles just to get there. His classmates had no idea about his situation. He never complained. Instead, he worked harder than anyone, and it paid off. After completing the boot camp, Jake was offered an internship at a local tech company. It wasn't glamorous, it was entry level, but it was a start. With his first paycheck, Jake rented a small room in a shared apartment. It was just a single room, but for the first time in years, Jake had a place to call home. But Jake didn't stop there. He continued to grind, working late, taking on extra projects, and constantly improving his skills. Over time, his passion for coding grew into something bigger. After years of hard work and saving every penny, Jake launched his own tech startup. It wasn't an overnight success, but Jake knew nothing worth having comes easy. Today, Jake is the CEO of a thriving software company. He employs dozens of people, provides mentorship, and gives back to the community that once supported him. Through his nonprofit, he funds educational programs for homeless youth, offering them the same opportunities that changed his life. Jake's journey from homelessness to success isn't just about finding a job or building a company. It's about proving that no matter how dark life gets, there's always a way forward. With resilience, determination, and hope, you can overcome even the greatest challenges and achieve your dreams. Jake's story reminds us all that success isn't about where you start. It's about where you're willing to go, even when the odds are stacked against you. If Jake's story of resilience inspired you, don't forget to subscribe for more stories of hope, strength, and transformation. Like, share, and let's celebrate the power of the human spirit.